Hello, welcome in. I'm going to be pulling some cards and seeing what message the divine has for us. If you're new here, I like to allow spirit to just channel through whatever messages are needed for people on their spiritual pathway. And if you're returning, hello Cherubima, welcome back. Thank you all so much for your lovely comments, your donations, your subscriptions. I really appreciate you being here and send you big squishy cuddles. Okay, I'm going to zone in now. Archangel Michael, thank you for joining me. Spirit guides, thank you for being present. This is going to be a rather shamanic reading. There's a feeling of calm, of peace, of stillness. Perhaps someone is achieving that eye of the storm mindset, or maybe that's something that you'll be moving into. The colour green could be significant. Bright jungle green specifically. Nine of Swords energy. I'm getting that there could have been some sort of a shamanic tangle where maybe one pathway of thought and another pathway of thought seem to be incongruable. It's almost like two different versions of you, and you've got to pick which one you're going to go with. Dichotomy, opposites, contradictions. Superimposing, they're giving me that word. Crisscross, mishmash. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Two of Pentacles. So there's that energy of mixing things up in the physical. This will have to do with someone's shamanic pathway. So perhaps you are, what do they call it? Psychonauts? Perhaps you are a cosmic traveler. Perhaps you are somewhat of a cosmic pirate, right? Because I feel like your soul's been to a lot of different places. There's this real patchworky energy with your beautiful soul. And I feel like you may be known as being quite random. I'm getting Aquarian energy, could be significant in your birth chart. You could be an Aquarius sun or have it somewhere significant, because I feel like you're kind of a wild card, kind of a free spirit, but this is like you really like variety. You know, like one lifetime you might choose to be a fashion designer, the next lifetime you might choose to be a grave digger. There's a real diversity to your soul. And I feel like that could be what's been coming up for you here, because we've got the Nine of Swords, which can be seen as a kind of maybe having your mind in the same spot for longer than maybe it seems healthy to be. But this is a spiritual pathway, right? There are no right or wrongs with the spiritual pathway. There's just getting closer and closer to source. And I feel like you've been at this juncture for quite a while with the Nine of Swords. And, you know, 9 is a number of completion. But this has been, you know, a bit of a trickier one for you, I would say. This is somewhat of a spiritual cycle that demands more of you, because there is this contradictory energy. You know, where the universe wants to resolve itself in your consciousness. And I feel like the universe wants you to see some sort of dichotomy here. And we've got Ace of Wands energy, which is the power of fire, warmth, passion, excitement, big, strong, phallic energy, the life force energy itself here, which goes all the way to the root. So they're really highlighting Saturnian energy, the energies of Saturn, the energies of Mars here, and root chakra energies with this Ace of Wands. So this would suggest to me a new infusion of energy, and quite a primal infusion of energy with this Ace of Wands, where something new breaks in. Otherwise, there's this sort of endless pendulum that I'm feeling with this Two of Pentacles, where the energies are going back and forth, and there's one truth here and one truth there. And you can keep thinking these thoughts forever, right? There could have been something like that going on in your thought patterns, but then bang, we've got this Ace of Wands, something breaking through, something completely new. Crown chakra energy. See a purple rainbow, Now, funnily enough, they're giving me Pluto for this, like a deep purple rainbow, almost like an Eeyore. For any Winnie the Pooh fans out there, this is almost like a kind of Eeyore purple. Yeah, there's a sort of a violet-y muted purple there, but it's kind of a greyish purple. I feel like your soul's developing because, you know, when a soul is born, not the human, the actual soul, before it ever chooses a human vessel, the soul is bright white, dazzling. And then as it gains wisdom, the soul itself will actually darken. And I feel like that's what's happening here. You've gotten to the end of a road. And they're telling me with the Nine of Swords, you know, there's a darkening here with this covering. It's sort of like a protection. But at the same time, protection can also be a trap. The tower can be a defensive structure, or it can be a prison. And they're giving me that here also, right? So it's kind of like that back and forth pendulum swinging, clock ticking kind of energy going on here. But we've got the Fool card breaking out. And I feel like it's this primal energy with this Ace of Wands that's going to help you kind of start on a new pathway of resolving opposites, is what I'm getting. Bringing all the opposites full circle. The 0 coming after the 9. And what I'm getting here is that number 1 is, in this instance, more powerful than 2. Because with this 2, there's 2 energies going in 2 different directions. With this Ace, it's all lined up and going in the same direction. Knight of Wands, more fire energy and hacking through. And they want me to highlight with this Knight of Wands that he's got an axe in his hand, but they're saying you could see that as a single wand, but he's getting moving with something in one purposeful direction. And this is with the full energy of the fire engaged into his being, this Knight of Wands. So this isn't a lustful reading, but this is about the primal energies of moving forward on your spiritual pathway and engaging in those primal energies. King of Swords energy here. King of Swords is an energy of being very intellectual and very learned, they're giving me. So it's about taking what you know and ordering it from a higher vantage point, rather than getting stuck in a trap of the mind here, where nothing seems to make sense. This is about embracing what you truly know to be reality and fact, and flying forward with it with the 8 of Wands. Again, Sagittarian energy. This is about lining everything up so it hits a specific target. We've got a 10 of Swords here. They're talking about a woman. Now, they gave me the reference Scarlet Woman, but what they're talking about here is maybe someone in your life that raised a red flag in your life, someone who would stand out. Maybe they even wore red. Maybe they've got something in their root chakra that's particularly activated. But this is coming up on a 10 of Swords here. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So it could have been someone in your life that was maybe operating as a friend, but they were slowing down your spiritual progress. Or maybe they're the one who's spun up some sort of confusion here with this 9 of Swords in your mental headspace that Spirit wants you to burst out of with the primal energy available to you. Because I feel like someone was kind of leading you down a garden path with something here. This could have been spiritual work because it's entangled into you shamanically. So you could have heard something that goes against your convictions or your beliefs. You could have heard something that made you doubt what you already knew to be true with the King of Swords, and it slowed you down here. Because this person was erroneous. Let's have a look, show me. This person was convinced they were right, but they've influenced your thinking. Empress energy, and again, we've got that red energy on the Empress here. So this could have been someone that had motherly characteristics, or someone, you know, who is your mum. You never know. But this is someone who had a maternal effect on you, or a nurturing effect on you. This could be even someone who considers himself to be a spiritual guru, something like that. And yeah, we've got the Emperor here, 8 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. but it's almost like something about their pathway isn't compatible with your pathway. And I never thought I'd hear myself say that when we've got the Empress and the Emperor right next to each other, right? But we've got the Ten of Swords here. And I feel like you came across someone's spiritual teachings. This could, you know, everything in life is a spiritual pathway. So we could meet someone as a friend and they still might have a real significant spiritual effect on us. Someone certainly affected your pathway. But I feel like in this instance, you know, you've got to follow your wand of determination, because it almost feels like, to me, whether this person was trying to do it or not, something they taught you was leading you down this Ten of Swords garden pathway, which has caused some sort of shamanic disturbance or imbalance or contradiction, something that I feel like you've been trying to resolve. But as mad as it sounds, they're kind of like, there's just different ways of doing things. And I feel like, you know, you're branching off on your own unique pathway here. Let's get some more info. See what comes out with these ones. Ten of Pentacles and a Strength. So I thought you've got to have the strength here to build your own empire and do things your way. But let's just find out more about this little minx down here. The Fall and the Journey. Do you know what is funny, these two cards? Because they're almost quite epic. We've got the Journey and we've got the Fall. This could be that someone's interests are completely opposite to yours, and you might not realize that. Maybe this could be someone who's online. This could be someone who gives spiritual advice. Who knows? This could even be me. You know, it could be that something I've said rubs you up the wrong way, or someone else you've been close to, or someone who's had a motherly effect. But this is just simply two different patterns of thought or thinking that can't expand in the same direction. But then we've got the Ten of Swords with the Fall. So it's like if you were to follow this other spiritual advice, it could take you off of your own personal journey. But you'll know who this Empress is for you. Let's get some more cards. Okay, show me. Oh, we've got the Six of Wands. I thought that was the Eight for some reason. Victory on your journey. Okay. Three of Cups. Okay, so what I'm getting here is it's almost like too many cooks spoil the broth. I feel like you're someone who has to decide for themselves what they want to live and create it in your reality. And living according to anyone else's spiritual doctrine is going to mess you up. Eight of Cups is about walking away from group thinking on some level, right? And creating your own personal alchemy. I feel like that's where this kind of mix-up has been going on. You could just be too advanced, fearlessly going out on your own. King of Wands energy, Eight of Wands, the Fool, the Knight of Wands. This is someone doing things their own way. And I feel like you cannot let friendships get in the way of this. This has to be your own personal alchemy. It's nothing personal to anyone. Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords. So this is about faith for you to create your own rules here, because you've got this empire level way of thinking. And I feel like it could be time to kind of wash away other people's thinking. So where it's kind of giving me this energy of when you strip everything down to universal law, then true freedom is found, because then you realize that you literally can use the earth, air, fire, water, wind. You know what I'm saying here? You can use the elements, the alchemical elements, to create whatever you want. I feel like someone's had an effect on you that would cause you to waste your spiritual pathway with the Ten of Swords and the Fool on here. And they've got authority, right, with this Empress energy. But Spirit wants you to walk away from them. Three of Cups energy. It's too many energies in this person's energy. Maybe they perform for a crowd. Maybe they're not aligned properly with universal law. But yeah, we've got a escape portal with the Eight of Cups. Perfect investment to invest in yourself is what I'm getting. And Battle 1. Wealth, vault, security. So this is about you getting secure on your pathway. something's been giving you a weird feeling with this Nine of Swords energy. You know, I take it all back, right? I don't feel like this is me, because I would always advise everyone to follow their own higher self and be totally self-sufficient. So I feel like whoever this Empress represents, and I am kind of getting an upside down reversed Empress, even though I always keep my cards upright, Spirit will tell me intuitively when the energy is coming through like an upside down energy. Yeah, this person could dress a certain way to try and make themselves look particularly spiritual. You know, one of those kind of... They could have their image perfected, is what I'm getting. Yeah, strength energy, Kali Ma energy here. So this person displays a lot of strength. But they could be a path diverger, a Decepticon, someone who wants to take people off their true spiritual path by pretending, magician energy, to be some sort of guru or whatever. I don't trust anyone that doesn't just tell you to line up with your own higher self and figure shit out, right? Speak to the gods directly, but that's me, you know. Everyone needs guidance from somewhere. But I feel like someone has been shamanically scrambled by connecting with the wrong guidance. An Ace of Cups suggests a complete cleansing. This is like the floods, right? Cleansing these energies out of your inner world and focusing wholeheartedly on what you want to create, your own personal journey. This is some sort of battle over where you invest your time and your focus, and over the dominance that you have to focus what you want to exist into your reality and to cancel out anything that doesn't feel good. So if someone is suggesting like, oh, I don't trust these spiritual people, where they're always telling people what's going to happen in the future because they're trying to conjure up negative stuff and they want your mind to agree with it. And I feel like that's kind of similar to what's happened here. Someone's tried to get you to agree to something in your mind that just doesn't feel right or normal. And it's not for you. It's really not for you. There's something about you getting your root chakra engaged, allowing yourself to get fired up if necessary, with that Ace of Wands on the table here somewhere. That very first Ace of Wands, there we are. This is about your primality and allowing your instinctive nature to guide you here. So I feel like the animal part of you's got something to say, and the animal part of you knows better. And it's funny, because this could be the sort of person who wants to pretend they don't have an animal nature. This is the sort of person that wants to pretend and deny the animal nature until the animal nature rises up and goes crazy. And you can see that here. She's got the eagle trapped in this frame, and yet that eagle is free. So to be a true emperor and creator of your reality, you've got to let that eagle in you fly free. Because remember, they were saying to us here about a prison or protection, or that kind of duality is at play here. Maybe this person has felt like a comfort to you in the past, you know, especially if it's someone, we're having a bad time in our life and we watch something online and we can get overly attached to those energies. You know, I recommend just totally getting off the internet at times, you know, for enough time to cleanse yourself of it. But that's just me. This is the sort of energy that looks like it'll be helpful to you, but it seems like it's all a facade, really. Someone posing as a high priestess, as a sage, but there's something in the way, right? There's something else. At least for you, I would say this is all about following your primal nature and accepting that the animal instinct in you is trying to tell you something about this person who maybe is pretending they don't even have any animal instincts, right? So this is about you choosing the path of the shaman and allowing yourself to fully integrate nature into your being rather than rejecting nature. This person could reject nature and reject their primality or pretend it doesn't exist. You know, new age crap, essentially. If this is your message, you will know. 6 of Wands, 4 of Wands. So this is a win for you when you follow your shamanic nature and follow that beautiful instinct that is telling you which way to go. I hope this has helped. Mwah.